all our knowledge of triads and seventh chords don't do us any good if it's always out of context, if they're just random chords that we see on a page. So we want to see it in context, and in context in our case means within a given key. And so this is where triads and sevenths take on much more meaning and have a clearer function as to what they do in the music and how we listen to it. So let's start off by taking a look at a C major scale. We have a C major scale. It's not all the way up to C, but these are the pictures of a C major scale. And we're already familiar with scale degrees at this point, right? So scale degree 1, 2, 3, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus first on triads, and we're going to base triads off of each one of these scale degrees. So meaning that each one of these scale degrees can have a chord. So let's do it right now. So it's add a third to each of these and then a fifth. So now we've built a triad based off of every single note of a C major scale. When you're doing this and you're placing a triad within the context of a scale, these are called this is what we refer to as diatonic triads more specifically, where the triads are adhering to a particular key or scale in this case. Same thing. So, and we're actually going to label these also with numbers, but instead of scale degrees, let's get rid of these scale degrees. We're going to use the scale degree numbers in so much that we're going to identify each one based off of the root, so scale degree 1, 2, 3, and 4, but to differentiate between simple scale degrees, we're actually going to use Roman numerals. Okay, so the Roman numerals, again, each one of these are based off of each of the notes of the scale. So scale degree 1 is Roman numeral 1, scale degree 2 is Roman numeral 2, etc., all the way up to 7. But now the difference is this is also telling us that it is a chord based on each of the notes of that key. So a triad based off scale degree 1 is a 1 chord. A triad based off of scale degree 2 is a 2 chord, etc. Notice also that some of these are lowercase and some of them are uppercase. So in this case, we'll take a look at it in another video, but you'll notice that each one of these provides meaning as to what the chord is. So we'll get into this a little bit more, but uppercase generally means it's going to be a major triad, and lowercase is going to be a minor triad, or in this case, a diminished triad. If you look at the thirds, it's actually, if we base it off of thirds, lowercase typically means it's a minor third between the root and the third, and uppercase means it's a major third between the root and the third. So now we can start taking a look at triads within the context of a particular key, and here are your Roman numerals, and we'll get into that in the next video.